Hey you guys, it's Gigi from Invite the Light coming to you with your reading on Drake and Nicki Minaj. A lot of you guys have been asking me about this. It's been hard for me to like kind of turn my attention toward Nicki Minaj's energy. But you guys have been asking about Drake and Nicki, and why is he avoiding her? What's going on with that? And then people were saying he's aligning with a lot of her enemies, like the whole thing with him going back and making up with Meek Mill. They feel that she'd have had a problem with that. And who else was he? This girl over in London, Steph London. I always want to say Steph London, but Steph London. He was trying to hit up or whatever. And who else? Who else? A few other people that she is not friends with. He's been like sort of aligning himself with, and so people are like, "Wait, what?" Her fans are like, "Wait a minute, what?" So let's see what's going on with Drake and Nicki Minaj. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Okay. Well, I feel like there's definitely like a connection that they had in the past, at least, or that they've allowed. I feel like he's upset with her that she's allowed something to get between their friendship. That's what I feel intuitively. Stupid card again. I feel like some of the cards are like repeating themselves, and I just. Okay. I feel like the both of them have been troubled about something. I don't know if they kind of like had a little bit of a love affair. I always feel like they were friends, but the way these cards kind of look is like they had like an innocent sort of love type of thing, and it feels like they're just both so in their own feelings that they're just not speaking to each other, and it's like over some childish petty mess. Just looking at this is like oh my god, you guys, why don't you just get over your dumbass egos and just be friends? I feel like this card wants to come out. And I definitely feel like there was some manipulation going on. It feels like it's on Nicki's side or whatever, but I feel like she's also looking at him like, you mother freaker, going, doing like stuff in the public to like get on my nerves. I feel like he's trying to manipulate her emotions as well. They're almost like annoying brother and sister, but they also kind of like really care about each other. This fucking misunderstanding that they have is a misunderstanding. It's so stupid. I do feel like she's a little bit competitive and just a little bit looking at him as like having a lot of fame. And I feel like she keeps tabs on him even though she doesn't really speak to him. But the fact that he's done like this public manipulation has made her like explode behind closed doors. I wonder what this Ace of Water is. Maybe, well, I also feel like she could, only thing that's really holding her back from really sort of saying much of anything is that she could kind of be going into some sort of new kind of love, or oh, okay, or actually what it's done is it's caused her to create something, to have like a real big fat spark of creation for her new album. And she has a lot to say, but it's also elevated her pretty high, even though she's kind of like arguing with a few other artists out there in a really immature fashion. As far as he is concerned, she's like taking the high road to a certain extent. She may drop a few hints here and there, but for the most part, I think that she's starting to begin to develop. It's like something happened. What is going on here? Okay. Sorry. I think it's like something happened and she is something sudden that kind of happened, that also has to do with him. Is sort of just like forced her to kind of have like a breakthrough in personal development, in my opinion. So I feel like she's going to be a little immature going forward in the future, but it's going to be a lot less. And then she's going to end up like she's going to end up starting to take control of her insecurities. So I don't know what is it exactly. I don't really go into people's business too tight unless it's there for, if it's provided energetically out there, but I don't go digging energetically for it. So we might not find out what it really is. Oh, okay. I feel like Drake opened his fucking mouth and told some kind of secret or something that Nicki had, or just something private. And you know what? Compared to, having seen the other readings on Drake, like Drake does not know how to keep his mouth shut. Um, he also is sitting there blaming Kanye for having leaked information on his child, when in the cards it shows Drake is like telling everybody his damn personal problems, everybody, and then blaming Kanye for people knowing. It was just, so I feel like Nicki's upset he told some kind of secret or whatever. She really hadn't trusted that with him, and she may have experienced some kind of breakup or break because as a result of Drake opening his mouth. But I do think Drake really regrets or feels very lonely about the fact that he doesn't have her friendship anymore. So I think that two of them were really tight. I don't see them having a love affair, but they have a lot of love for each other. A lot of love. And how he sees her is just kind of going on to me with her life, but he also just kind of drowns his own problems in a lot of partying. We've seen that before. And I also feel like he feels very resentful that she did not call him or reach out to him when he had that issue with his child. That's what I'm getting here. And what else? When he, all that stuff. She had done something as well. I forgot what when his child, something had happened. Excuse me. She had done something nasty to him. She's vindictive. We know that. She is very vindictive. She did something on social media that was very vindictive. I forget what it was, and it had to do with an impact on him when he had all that crazy stuff going on with the Pusha T beef and the announcement of his son. Even though I don't know why Drake is tripping, because Wendy Williams had announced it a whole year before this whole thing came out, and yet he is like blaming Kanye He's like so fixated on Kanye about this, and Kanye is like, Kanye did not do that. I saw it in the cars. He did not fucking do that. He did not. He was not the person who told. It was Drake leaving his shit around the studio in front of a whole bunch of people and all this other stuff, and just getting drunk and telling people his problems and his personal business. All right. So let me see what's going on. I think he just really looks at Nicki as this really loving person. He really admires, he idolizes her. He thinks of her. Yeah, I don't think that they're like lovers or anything like that. He thinks of her as more like a big sister. And she gave him a lot of strength in the past. So he's like resentful. It's like he's a rebelling child kind of against her. But I feel like this situation with him going and trying to date that girl that Nicki has beef with over in the UK, I feel like it's like she looked and it's like, he's really reaching. He's really, really reaching. And I need to start, I think she's starting to finally kind of look at herself, as well as I think the Cardi B fame or whatever, this totally would be representing Cardi B to me. The Cardi B thing, she needs to know as well that she's delving more into like a self-love and a self-trust and really trusting in her pen. She's starting, it seems like there's some kind of renewal here for her, and she's going to start. She may even do a collaboration with Cardi B. It's very weird. Let me see what's going on here. This justice card wants to come out. I don't know what that's all about, but I don't have time to. I've got a few more minutes on this reading. I don't have time to make it a long reading. She may have rushed in or cursed him out like on DM or something like that. And he is just like, still very hurt about that. But he told some kind of secret of hers. Like he told her business. And I think that she just really didn't fucking appreciate that. But that's how he is. He's like an open book. He's an open book. So Nicki, like if you're watching this video, Nicki, look, all you need to know is that you can't tell Drake shit, okay? And don't take it too personally, because Drake tells his own damn business to everybody, I mean, the cards are for entertainment purposes only. They're not to be taken as 100% accurately, but what the cards do say, what I could tell you what they do say is that Drake is always telling his business everywhere he goes. So I don't think Drake is the type of person who can keep his mouth shut. So let me see. I think Meek Mill, she does miss and admire, in my opinion, to a certain extent. I think she did like Nas and stuff, but I think it's Meek Mill she misses and admires. But it's like she knows it's over. I feel like he blocked her, and he is definitely sure that it's over with her. I think she really regrets having fucked something up with him, and I think that maybe Drake opened his mouth about something that she didn't appreciate. She's got a lot of controversy going on in her head anyway. She's obviously, she's like a lot to deal with, but she's trying to release some demons and stuff like that. And also this personal prison that she's built for herself, I feel like she's releasing herself out of it as well, like just feeling so easily threatened by other people gaining certain amount of celebrity as well, particularly Cardi B. I think she's trying to, this whole thing with Drake, I think she's trying to learn to begin to cope with that and understand that there's like space for everybody. Madonna, Janet Jackson, excuse me, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, like there's space, girl. There's space for everybody. Just continue to thrive, you know? So, I think that probably should almost be about it with these two. I don't think it's really going to tell me much more, and I don't really care. So her thing is to leverage her insatiability, and his truth bomb in a situation is passion over perfection. And that does not mean to be wrong. That means be yourself, okay, with Drake, because he is like, he's always playing a role. He's always playing a role and doing things. And I think it gets him into this thing where he has to maneuver. She also has big control issues. She does it in a different way. So therefore, they have this codependent relationship. They both need to learn patience. Obviously, most of us do. You know, I mean, patience in the face of their success as well. You know, they both have wild amounts of success. So let me see. Okay, I get the flowers card, but what I get is that they just need to stop with whatever this argument is. It's very stupid. They have a good relationship. Somebody's refusing to see, you know, somebody doesn't want to apologize, or somebody doesn't want to accept an apology. Something like that. But I kind of don't see any reason why the two of these people shouldn't really be speaking, other than the fact Drake opened his mouth telling business he should not have been telling. In my opinion, again, everybody watching this video, the cards are for entertainment purposes. So we don't go around telling everybody like it's 100% fact. Oh my God, well, Drake told one of Nicki's secrets. But what we say is what the cards have reflected is that is what happened. Doesn't mean it's true, but what's the fact is that it happened. Listen, again, with the soulmate card, they very much so can be on a soul level, not in the terms of love, but more in a brother sister. They do have a really big connection, I will say that. And they have a lot of love for each other and admiration for each other. Could that turn into love? I think it would based on all the cards that came, might feel a little weird for them. But they have a very close connection and an understanding, and they're so sensitive. I hope that these two will become friends again. It is about getting to know each other and what each other's boundaries are, and not being so controlling in the situation. This does have to do with the root of it, of course, as with everything else, healing family issues, you know. And I don't know if Drake may have some feelings for Nicki or whatever, but it's like one of them doesn't have feelings for the other. And I just feel like it's Drake having feelings for Nicki, and she doesn't have feelings for him. But I don't know. I'm not drilling down on this all day. I just know that they should at least be friends, and they have a good connection otherwise. And that's that. Okay, so that is the reading for Nicki and Drake. If you felt helped by this video, felt that it was entertaining and useful and informative, and that's what I mean by helped. And if you want to give a contribution to the channel, you can hit the donation link that'll be in the description box below. It does help the channel as well to be able to bring more of these fun celebrity readings to you to feed your vices. and oh, there's the surrender to passion card. I believe this really is for Drake. It's about calling Drake to really just be okay with showing up 100% as himself, as opposed to thinking that he has to perfect himself or become this other person in order to be accepted. Only reason why I know that is because I've done like quite a few readings on him now at this point, since y'all have always asked about him. Drake on his own, Drake with Kanye, Drake and Pusha T thing, the Drake and his producer or whatever, and carrying on, Drake and Rihanna. So good 4 to 5 readings on Drake, and then this one. So that's why I believe that this card is for him. So Drake, if you're watching, just know, listen, you have a lot of power and a lot of strength within yourself. You're playing small, being like in these personas, looking for power in a lot of these false, idols out there. Let's just say, I won't get specific about it. You'll figure it out. And just knowing in your own strength that you've managed to reach a level of success and fame and achievement that many haven't, and to really embrace that true fire that got you there, and just really embrace who you are, allow people to be able to um, appreciate who Drake or Aubrey really is, and to be okay with that, all right, you guys, so I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.